about to see is an answer to prayer. An answer that led to amazing results. Results that has been empowering the church to reconnect with families in their own communities with a profound church growth tool, providing hope for the church for such a time as this. The story began years ago with a pastor distraught with the obvious decline in church attendance all over the United States, signs of waning church influence in all social aspects of society. And yet the polls kept saying America was a Christian nation. Where's the disconnect, he thought. He began by rephrasing the question, using parameters that would reflect at least a nominal level of commitment in any Orthodox Christian faith, meaning attendance now being defined as 2 times a month instead of 2 times a year, both high and low periods of decline and growth over a 40-year time frame. The conclusion was alarming and very disconcerting. For example, every decade since the 1980s, church attendance has declined roughly around 10%. For every 1,000 churches planted, 4,000 shut their doors. And the majority of respected polling organizations agreed on the projection that by the year 2025, 8 years from now, attendance will be down to about 15%. Time magazine summed it up years later by stating, regular Christians are no longer welcome in American culture. And ironically, it was right then and there, from that place of despair, that hope and faith burst forth and became alive as he saw that the Lord already had the answer, was just waiting for this matter to be taken to him in prayer. And as he did, he would say his life was changed. As he rephrased another important question, what age group reflects the highest number of salvation decisions? Was it teens, college-age parents? He was stunned to discover that all of these age groups represented only 15%. Ages 4 to 14 represents 85%. As a former business owner in multiple companies, as a former marketing head of an international company, he knew that any industry on the planet that understood a target demographic representing 85% would be cause for immediate restructuring. And yet, to his embarrassment, he had to ask the question, what demographic represents the least in terms of focus and attention, of importance, of finances, manpower, and resources? It would have to be that age, ages 4 to 14. It was right there at that point that the Rockstarkids Project was born. After 20 plus years, this proven and tested program is one of the most effective children's discipleship program ever designed, meaning that even 10 to 15 years after, most that went through the program can still remember every word and message of the Rockstarkids Project program. Additionally, and surprisingly, the program, if properly utilized by the church, is also a powerful church growth tool. These churches that utilized the program as a church growth tool discovered 2 very strong concepts. 1, touch the heart of a child and you're going to touch the heart of the parents. And 2, parents broadcast authenticity to their relatives, friends, usually those that are in a similar life station, meaning that they too have young children. Therefore, reaching one child could easily mean bringing in 10, 15, 20 others. Meaning, if done correctly, a church could double or triple its size in less than a year, even if the church has not seen visitors prior to the program. Powerful indeed. Perhaps the passage stating, "and a child shall lead them," is truly apropos. As he began to develop a program, he saw that the Lord had already given him a very unique set of experiences that would empower him to take the project in this direction. First, he produced a fully arranged children's CD of kid-tested songs designed to relate important biblical foundations for a child to build their life upon. The kids knew none of this, of course. To them, it was just pure fun and inspiration. And instead of nationally distributing the product, he decided to turn it into a tool empowering churches to disciple both church and non-church children. He would bring his studio into a church, record the children singing the songs, and then later he would mix the voices in so the children could hear their own voice without sacrificing quality. See, he knew how so many children felt invisible, how so many suffered with low self-esteem, being bullied by the crowd. So he personalized each CD cover with only the child's image on the cover and inside disc. And though the children loved the songs, it was their voices they heard. And that was the secret. They would listen to the songs over and over and over and over, deeply imprinting the words and messages into their hearts and minds. The result? With the church, some began to notice a powerful response of the children as they began to bring others. The parents' enthusiasm began to build entire programs around this approach. The leadership began to envision and inspire the church to support the program, resulting in profound growth. And even those that hadn't had visitors in years, parents, seeing how the program touched their children, seeing the degree of authentic commitment towards the well-being of their children, they would come and stay, bring their relatives or friends who would also come and stay, resulting in profound growth, some in less than a year. Next year, 2017, Rockstarkids Project will be releasing its most powerful and important tool, the Golden Ticket Project. In keeping with this personalized interactive tradition, Rockstarkids Project will be releasing a short movie specifically designed to be adventurous and fun, and will explain to a child in a way that they can understand the gift of salvation. And just as in the music project, the movie will be in a template form, which will empower the minister to personally share the gospel, with one child offering a personal prayer opportunity at the end. Given the fact that for the first time on U.S. soil, whole segments of children have never heard the gospel, this very tool may be just one of the most important tools equipping the church to reverse the projected trend of fatal church decline in the United States. Immediately following the Golden Ticket, Rockstarkids Project will be developing and releasing personalized interactive discipleship movie templates such as Dino Dance. At first, all the children will see is that they get to ride on a dinosaur through outer space, only to be dancing with cartoon cavemen and dinosaurs. Not only will they never forget being in a movie, they will never forget the message offering a powerful and godly perspective on the subject of bullying, a very hot topic today. Children becoming movie stars, rock stars, as they learn to build their lives on the true rock through discipleship songs and movie templates. Reaching an unreached and unchurched generation, those at Rockstarkids Project believe that if these tools are used and embraced by the church, along with the call to humble ourselves through prayer, instead of being forgotten and isolated, the church may just dramatically turn things around to the point that indeed we have become the Christian nation, a light, a city on the hill to the rest of the world. Rockstarkids Project for such a time as this.